host, your friend, your boy, Jeb like the one and only, here with
guy number 2.
And today we are in a car. What? More accurately, a truck. What? And we've been talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! As well as Marvel.
We weren't really talking much about Yu-Gi-Oh! In
We
the
did
car.
Previous
but we
car
weren't talking about
stream.
in the...
Yeah, in the restaurant it changed back. Well, it changed to Marvel for the most part. Who on the Avengers do you think has the worst superpower? And I mean cinematic universe Avengers, not like comic books.
I mean... Black Widow and Hawkeye don't really have actors. Like, Hawkeye kinda, because he's like, I always, like, never miss the arrow shot or something.
That's just accuracy. That's not a power.
It's
That's
like,
training. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it might as well be a superpower.
The sun's illuminating the shit out of us.
There was... So we should watch more Earth's Mightiest Heroes. It's a good show. Like, it's better than most Marvel cartoons.
I'd
Most
watch
Marvel-
Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
But, like, we should also...
I would also
because it
watch
has, like,
Ultimate
all of the
Spider-Man.
main, like, Marvel characters eventually show up. You know, like, Fantastic Four in it. You know, Spider-Man is in it. A little bit, I think. Just, like, a little bit.
The X-Men.
Wolverine is in it. So, like, he's the only one that, you know, so no one else matters in the X-Men. Even though they'd probably all be useful. I don't know what they were doing, but he was there.
Let's see. I feel like in the cinematic universe, like the MCU, Ant-Man and Doctor Strange and Vision dick on most people.
I'm pretty, like, the only important guy, I think, from the MCU that isn't in the show is probably, like, Doctor Strange. I don't think he shows up in that show.
Yeah, I feel like Vision isn't even too high tier. He's higher tier than Ant-Man, I guess.
It's kind of like Young Justice in that, like, they have, like, versions of, like, a lot of people, you know? Because Young Justice is just, like, it's a whole version and an adaptation of, like, the entire DC universe. Earth's Mightiest Heroes is like that, where it's just, like, you know, anyone can show up, really. Like, you know, Doctor Doom shows up.
Well,
Like,
you're
and a
gonna
lot
have
of, like,
Fantastic Four.
the famous villains and stuff show up. And they have, like, more comic accurate versions than, like, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like, the villains aren't as shitty sometimes.
Danica is a big fan of Fantastic Four, and she heard that they're coming back to Marvel Comics. Because they haven't had a comic series in, like, years, the Fantastic Four. But I've never gotten too attached to the Fantastic Four. I like the Power Pack, but no one really talks about the Power Pack. They're a group of, like, young kids, and they get powers that are bestowed to them by these aliens that essentially came to, like, warn and prepare Earth for, like, an incoming incursion. And their father's a scientist who's, like, friends with the Fantastic Four. And on occasion, they'll babysit, like, Franklin. It'll be some shit like that. One of them has gravity powers. The other one has super speed and flight. But it's like she leaves a rainbow trail behind her wherever she goes. Another one has the ability to turn himself into a gas, and I think he can manipulate his size, but I can't remember. And then the youngest one.
I mean, size doesn't really matter if you're freaking gas.
Yeah. And then the other one, the youngest daughter, she has energy blast, is her whole thing. Yeah, so the young one wears, like, a yellow costume, and she's a girl. Then the second youngest is the guy who has, like, the gas form and might be able to change his size, but I can't remember. Then the next oldest is a girl, and she's the one that has like I'm really fast, I leave the light trail and I fly. And then the oldest is the oldest son, and he has the gravity manipulation power, so you can like fuck with gravity. And they're the power pack.
Power pack. PP.
And I really liked Power Pack. I think I need to start reading. There was something that I saw online that like pissed me off. It was something like the original Power Pack series got like a new issue, but it got a new issue like last year. It was something weird like that. Like a series that hasn't run for like maybe a decade got like a new book last year. And I was like, why? Like, why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense. No one's gonna be like, yeah, I've been waiting the whole thing for that next issue, you know? That's just awkward.
So like, had this series like not ended? It's like they just hadn't had an issue.
Yeah,
like
and like a long time, because you would just imagine like, I guess they're done. I guess we're not having any more.
It's like, oh, we have one, yeah.
So I need to look into that and see what's
It's like
up.
those. There's several like on like Kiss manga and stuff like a lot of mangas that are like got a lot of chapter stuff, but like no one's translated them. You know, like no one's like scantilated it. So and then like they'll like maybe like someone else will like pick it up, like the project of like doing that, and they're like, oh, we have a new chapter. You know, we haven't had like an update in like 3 years, and then they go away for another like 2 years. You know, shit like that. It's like, oh man, we'll never get this series finished because like no one's friggin' consistently doing the whatevers.
The scanlation.
Surprising, because there's like some series I've heard like comments are like, this series has like 150 chapters, and then like the scanlation's only like 20. It's like, what? That's a lot. Like, you know,
got 130 to go.
Goddamn.
Dragon Ball Heroes Victory Mission is kind of like that. Like only 15 chapters of it is translated, and then you just can't find anymore.
I mean, like a bunch of things like that is like there's like the raws, you know, online.
I forgot what I was talking about Power Pack. I think part of what upsets me about it is that the only reason I know about Power Pack is Marvel on their website used to have a bunch of like free digital comics you could read, and I read
Power Pack?
Spider-Man Legend of the Spider Clan, which is like Spider-Man, but what if Uncle Ben was a ninja and Venom is a demon? It was like all this crazy shit, but it was actually pretty good. It was written in a world
Uncle
where like
Ben's
ninjas were a thing,
ninja.
like in modern day. Yo, Kirby, Pineapple's good to see you. So Spider-Man Legend of the Spider Clan, I was like a big fan, and whenever a video game drops and they're like, you can have the skin of Spider-Man Legend of Spider-Man, I'm like, ooh, it's a better game. Like I have that like feeling. But Power Pack, my man, had a series that was made more for kids kind of thing, and it was like Power Pack couldn't have a standalone story for the life of it. It would be some shit where it's like, here's like the normal Power Pack series, but alongside that, there's Power Pack and Iron Man, Power Pack and Hulk, Power Pack and Thor, Power Pack and Spider-Man, Power Pack and X-Men.
So they don't have like it's all just cameos or like crossovers with like everyone.
Yeah.
But they can't be by themselves.
Like they have like a by themselves thing, but they probably have just as many by themselves things as they have crossovers, which isn't bad. That's not a bad thing at all. But I found myself really liking Power Pack. I like their whole family dynamic, which is cool. When superhero comics have like actual families versus like surrogate families, I think I like that more. Yeah.
Actual family.
I'm not as big of a fan of like Fantastic Four, where it's like we're more like
but
we're
they're like
friends
actually related,
and we work two of them.
Yeah. Well, okay, so two of them are related. The other one is married to one, so that's like, you know, and then the other one's the best friend. Like, two of them are like brother and sister, and then the other one's like an in-law. You know?
You don't count. What's
but
another
they like all
one?
live together and shit.
X-Men is another one where it's like they have like a close bond, but it's not like an
I feel like the
actual
Fantastic
family
Four is like more of an actual family
than the X-Men.
X-Men. Yeah.
Agreed.
Because like
yeah.
the X-Men have like they're all like, you know, like wildly different like ages and shit. And then like, you know, the Fantastic Four is like it's just like the four of them in their like apartment in the top of the Baxter building, you know.
But I really like the family dynamic. They tried to make a Power Pack live action show on Fox. There's only a pilot, and it didn't really work out for like obvious reasons.
What are the obvious reasons? Live action shows just kind of suck.
It was one of those like, let's change the source material because we think it'll help it be a better show. And I think they took.
Let's make it worse.
Yeah. I think they made the flying girl that had the speed work really well.
Yeah.
Because they just straight up were like, well, let's say just she doesn't fly. Let's just say that she runs fast and she has
just
the
a
rainbow
speedster.
or whatever. And I was like, that's fine. You know, I don't feel like they took too much away from her, for real. But then for the guy who has the gas thing, they were like, what if he's just Ant-Man? So he has nothing to do with turning into gas. Because I feel like in the comics, whenever he, like, changes his size, it's because he can turn into gas. It's like, if my fist is just a construct of gas, then it can be, like, it can just expand to fill as much space as I want.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't just make the nigga small. It doesn't make sense.
I mean, you can if he's just
I mean,
an
yeah.
Ant-Man clone.
But then there's just ignoring the gas part. The gas part to me is important. I don't know. But I am excited to see.
Well, I mean, if it only got a pilot, then you know it might not even
maybe
be that.
in future episodes they would have had them do the
Yeah,
full
like,
stuff. True. That's possible.
When you're like, for obvious reasons, I'm like, well, the reasons I didn't get picked up is probably something else besides that, you know. In terms of, I don't know. I mean, it's one thing to compare like a show that actually like gets made for like a full season or something than like just a single pilot.
True.
Because a lot of times shows are quite different from their like initial pilot. Because it's like the whole point. The pilot's more like a proof of concept than like what it'll actually look like in the final version. Sometimes. You know?
Oh snap! My phone battery's dying, but we're almost back.
Mhm.
I think it can survive to like making it to the dawn.
So when we get back, we can alternate between Spectacular Spider-Man and Earth's Mightiest Heroes. The two best Marvel shows ever.
I think what I'm currently feeling, right, is what was the thing that I was gonna do while you worked on your essay thing? Because you were like,
have
you
like
can
a
work on
Nexus
that.
stream or something.
Right.
Maybe. Something like
Kratos wants to stream for his birthday, so, but I need to let my phone charge for a little bit.
Yeah.
So I need to charge my phone before I do anything with the Kratos stream, because I need to have a face cam with the Nexus thing. So what I'll probably do is when we get in there, I'll want to work on the trading card game I'm making for a little bit, and while I do that, we can watch like Spectacular Spider-Man. Spectacular Spider-Man. Spectacular Spider-Man. Let's see. But yeah, we're back at the dark, which means we're about to be out of a car. So thank you all for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like this video, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell to be notified whenever we do these live streams. This is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with...
guy not in the car.
Logging out. Peace.